Welcome to the Press Row. I'm John Rohde alongside columnists Jenny Carlson and Barry Trammell. Guys, there have been no Tiger Woods sightings since he crashed his car nearly 3 weeks ago and his private life instantly went public. A man who evidently has as many mistresses as he does major championships, 14. Woods announced he will take an indefinite leave from golf. Barry, what will this do to the PGA Tour?
Well, I mean, if the break is pretty long, pick your verb. Destroy, obliterate. I mean, this is a sport in trouble without Tiger Woods because it has entered a huge period of success, unbelievable purses and great ratings, all fueled by Tiger. And it's a little bit like the housing boom. It's not really sustained by anything solid underneath, just Tiger. If Tiger's gone a long time, the tour will suffer.
I think we saw last year when he was going through his rehab just how anticlimactic. I don't really think people tuned in to watch with the regularity that they do when Tiger's playing. You know, whether Tiger's in contention, blowing out the field, not in contention, and people want to watch him regardless, whether he's sinking or rising. So I think we caught a glimpse of what life without Tiger will be like for the tour when he was going through that injury. And I don't think anybody in the PGA Tour would say it was a good time without him.
Yeah, during certain stops, either with Tiger's not there, he's not in contention, ratings were less than half. TV ratings in golf have never been through the roof anyway, but they really take a hit when Tiger's not involved. But on the good side, Barry, we'll be reacquainted with some pretty good golfers out there. Ernie Els, Phil Mickelson, Jim Furyk, Steve Stricker, those kind of people.
Well, look what one of my old favorites, Patty Harrington, did. He won 2 majors when Tiger was out with the knee surgery. So people will step up. New stars will emerge. The game itself, those of us, you're a huge golf fan. I love the majors. Those of us that have been watching for years will still watch. But from a money standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, the truth of the matter is the PGA Tour was not in great shape anyway. I mean, they'd lost some sponsorships. A couple of tournaments had gone under. So this was not a great time at all anyway for golf. And then to lose their bell cow, serious business.
All right, Jenny, keeping with back to the Tiger question, should the public have a right to know private matters such as marriage with celebrities and prominent athletes?
Well, I think that's definitely a tricky issue because I think there does have to be sort of a right to have some amount of a private life. But clearly, Tiger Woods has made his fame and made the great amount of his fortune based on who he is and that public persona that he has. So the fact that that's now being turned sort of against him, if you will, I don't think he can necessarily jump out there and say, well, I don't deserve this. Well, he built what he has, billions of dollars actually, built around that fame, and that fortune is based on that. So I think the fact that people are now interested in his private life, is it necessarily right? I don't know if it's necessarily right, but it sort of comes with that fame that he's built over the years.
Part of the problem, John, is this. Tiger's the one that built his image. It wasn't us. Tiger's the one that very minutely and very delicately built this image that sold all these products. And now it's very, to me, it's a little disingenuous to come back and say, hey, you can't really get a piece of me on this side after wanting to sell that image for so long.
It's interesting. Everybody says he built his image. He built it through privacy. Everybody knew he was a great golfer, and he parlayed that golf into great endorsements. I think PGA Tour money earnings is about $100 million. Worldwide earnings are probably $200 million with all his appearance fees overseas and everything. So $800 million, Barry, has come through endorsements. That gives the public the impression, Jenny, we have a right to know more. To me, marriage is the most personal thing out there. It doesn't matter whether it's Tiger Woods or Britney Spears. I don't care. I really don't care. I fell in love with Tiger in golf. I didn't fall in love with Tiger the person.
What's interesting too, I was talking with somebody about this yesterday, is, if Tiger was single, would we still be talking about him with all of this news that's coming out about his mistresses and the number of, sort of the womanizing that he's had? And my thinking is that we would be, because even if he were single, he still has this image that, Barry, as you mentioned, he built. It very much an image around squeaky clean, not really having any sort of anything sordid enter his image. And he built that so well that I think if any of this would have come out, whether he was single, married, kids, no kids, whatever the circumstance, I still think we'd be fascinated by it because of that image. It's so different than what that image has become.
What you're talking about, Jenny, is a lack of control. Tiger is always in control of everything, and this is a situation that obviously he's lost control of. He, through arrogance, I believe, thought he could keep a thumb on everything. Good luck with that, Tiger. But I think you're right in that even if he was a single guy doing this, I think this would be an international huge story. I don't think the damage would be as severe because he has in many ways destroyed 4 lives, potentially counting his own. So I think no one will ever look at Tiger Woods the same again.
All right, last question, Jenny. How long is indefinite? When do you envision Tiger coming back to golf?
Can he possibly miss the Masters? I mean, I just don't think he'll miss the Masters. I think he's back then. I guess I would be surprised if he doesn't play that tournament. So indefinite, maybe not really all that long.
I can't believe he'll stay out long because what's he got left? His image is gone. His family's in tatters. Golf's all he's got left. He's going to go nuts if he gets on that boat and never gets off of it. I mean, we're talking about a psychological breakdown. The other thing is this, you know this better than anybody, John. If you're going to come back on a big stage in American sport and you want to make it as less of a circus as possible, no better place than Augusta. Yeah. Because those guys, they run a tight ship. They don't put up with nonsense at any place else. The Open, overseas, the PGA, anywhere, be hard to corral the media. Let me promise you, the guys at Augusta can corral the media.
Oh, absolutely. They control who goes and who doesn't come. And you're right, Barry. The people who have a ticket, they're all about golf, and they'd be all about Tiger. And other tournaments are begging for galleries. Augusta doesn't have to beg for anything, so I agree with you. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Press Row. Stay tuned to News OK for daily sports coverage and every morning in the Oklahoman.